Hi Libra, welcome to your love reading for October 2019. When I was shuffling the deck, I did receive a few messages for you, so let me just briefly tell you what I heard. I did hear that you need a pick-me-up, so some of you may be feeling really upset about what's going on in your love life. For those of you who are single, you might be feeling kind of lonely and you just need something to cheer you up. I also heard the words limited opportunities. So some of you may not be kind of fully open to maybe meeting somebody new if you're single, but even if you're coupled or if there's an ex you want back in the picture, maybe you need to be more open-minded. Maybe you need to kind of let that person back in. I also heard that you need to be daring. I mean, that was a crystal clear message. You need to be daring, be bold when it comes to love in the month of October. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the card reading. This is a love reading for the sign of Libra for October 2019. The first card you have, Libra, is Ten of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Libra for October. Queen of Rods. Love reading for the sign of Libra for October. Page of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Libra for October. Seven of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Libra for October. Seven of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Libra for October. Six of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Libra for October. Page of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Libra for October. Three of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Libra for October. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, what's the most important thing that Libra needs to hear about their love life for October 2019? The message that you have, Libra, is judgment. So this is probably why I was hearing that you need to pick me up and you need to be daring. The month of October is a time of new beginnings, second chances. This is perhaps you, if you're single, meeting somebody new, or maybe a relationship coming back to life. So we'll come back to this card in a minute and see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Let's go ahead and start at the top. If you would like a private reading with me, just scroll down and you'll see a link to my website, channeledguidance.com. Okay, so you actually have a court card here. You have a fire sign. So the Queen of Rods would be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This can even represent you if you have a moon or rising and a fire sign. So, I mean, this person is surrounded by love. I mean, you have the Ten of Pentacles here. So there is a very happy, committed relationship here. This can even be a marriage. With the Page of Cups over here, to me, the pages represent communication. It could be that in the month of October, there are a lot of conversations or a lot of talks about emotions, about love, about feelings. Somebody could be declaring their feelings for you. This person could be a fire sign, or it could be that you're discussing your feelings with the fire sign. Again, the Page of Cups is a heart-to-heart conversation, a declaration of love. And I do see a relationship here or commitment with the Ten of Pentacles, or even a family. In the second row, there's something a little bit different. We have the Six and the Seven of Pentacles right next to each other, with the Seven of Swords. So I feel here that you need to be careful, because remember that I did hear that you need to be daring. This is not being daring. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're being very, very careful. You're analyzing something, maybe even a little too much. Some of you may be meeting a fire sign or somebody new in the month of October, or you may have an opportunity to work out a marriage or maybe a situation with an ex, but you're being very careful. This means that you're really taking your time looking at something very carefully, and you may be working against yourself. Right next to it, you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords could be someone who is in denial, someone who's lying to themselves, someone who's sticking their head in the sand. This is, being your own worst enemy, because you actually have an opportunity in the month of October to receive exactly what you deserve in love. That opportunity is here. And remember, this all ties in with the main energy. Judgment. There is a new beginning for you in the month of October. This is your second chance to be happy, but only if you're grabbing it, if you're taking this opportunity. And I feel like some of you're not letting love in. You're not letting love in, or you have a partner, but you're not letting them in emotionally. There has to be communication here, a lot of communication about feelings. If something's upsetting you, because I did hear you need to pick me up, then you really need to discuss that, because you have a chance here to get exactly what you deserve, either a new person if you're single, or perhaps getting what you deserve from your current partner. Now let's look at the last row down here. You have the Page of Pentacles. You have another page. You have the Page of Cups here and Page of Pentacles here. So communication is strong for the sign of Libra. Again, this could be you're hearing from an ex. We are going to do the ex spread next. It could be that you're communicating with somebody else. But the Page of Pentacles ties in with the Seven of Pentacles. Same energy, same message. Someone is looking at things very, very carefully. Perhaps this is about a breakup because you've got the Three of Swords. This could be a breakup or a divorce or just something that, where you were devastated or deeply hurt. I feel like, you're looking at this. Like you're examining like what really happened here. Someone is examining this breakup or this heartache because something has shifted, something has changed. We have the Knight of Swords. So for some of you where there was heartache, where there was a breakup or talk of divorce, things could change very unexpectedly. The Knight of Swords is like the Tower. Everything can change. But I do feel like you need to just kind of go with it. Some of you may be analyzing this opportunity to get exactly what you deserve, or this communication. You may be analyzing it to death. I feel like if you're doing that, you're being your own worst enemy. You're working against your own happiness with the Seven of Swords. Some of you could be in denial about your feelings for someone. You may be hurt because somebody let you down. Maybe you're the one who broke up with them. I mean, I definitely see communication around you for the month of October, but I also feel like you may not let somebody back in. You may be afraid. Again, don't work against yourself. Okay, let's get a few more cards. Let's see what else comes up for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Libra for October? You have the Chariot. Messages for the sign of Libra for October. You got the Tower. Okay, this card here. And the Sun. So I pulled all major arcana here. So, I mean, you have nothing. You have nothing blocking your happiness here. Except maybe your own fears. The Chariot does mean that things can really take off in your love life. This can represent the sign of Cancer as well. But I mean, this is, a lot of changes, a lot of big movement in your love life, positive changes. But it does mean you have to be really persistent, and things could change very unexpectedly. You have the Tower. So you did have, down here you had the Knight of Swords. It's that same energy. So the sign of Libra, there can be some drastic changes in your love life that are very positive. The Chariot, which is the victory card, and the Sun, which is positive energy, success, love, marriage. You have a chance here for true happiness, which is why you start with the Ten of Pentacles. Card of commitment, marriage, stability. There's communication in this reading. I feel like you could be communicating about your feelings, or a relationship could be kind of coming together again. Maybe if you're talking about divorce, you're working things out. I do feel like somebody is going to be thinking about things. Both of these cards here. Like you're really going to be examining like your feelings and trying to decide, like, do I want this? Do I still want this person? Can I trust them? There's a lot of big changes around your love life with the Chariot, the Tower, and the Sun. Again, this is truly what you deserve, so you better take advantage of this. Let's get a few cards from the confirmation deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Libra for October 2019? You have the Three of Swords, so this is a repeat card. What other messages are there for the sign of Libra for October? The Five of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. What's the most important thing that Libra needs to hear about their love life for October? The Emperor. Take your power back. So some of you may have given somebody too much power. It could even be that you've given fear too much power to where you're not really doing what you want. You're allowing fear to control you. You're really kind of overthinking things with the Seven of Pentacles being here and the Page of Pentacles. The Emperor is saying take back your life. Like, be in control. Whether you've given someone too much power, or you've given fear too much power, this is saying the month of October is the time to actually be in control of your love life. And it could be that you're in control because you have a chance here for a new beginning, a new love, a new life. Okay, so the Three of Swords is a repeat card. You have one here and one here. So this is probably why I was hearing that you needed a pick-me-up. As I was shuffling the deck, this does represent heartache. But I mean, because it's here, this is the breakup card, the divorce card. Some of you may have recently gone through a breakup, or maybe you're going through a divorce. Again, that energy is strong because it's a repeat card. Some of you are just hurting. Perhaps you're not getting along with the person that you love. You have the Five of Wands, which can represent a lot of pettiness, fighting, arguments. You're just very different people, and you're having trouble getting along. You're having trouble seeing things through each other's eyes. You also have the Three of Pentacles here, which, I mean, this totally makes sense with all of this here. You have to work together. The Three of Pentacles is teamwork. You both have to try. It can't all just be you. It can't all just be them. You have to work together. So again, I mean, I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of thinking, possibly about an offer, you know, as far as getting back together or staying married, staying together. You're taking your time here, but also communication is strong. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. This is all about you getting what you truly deserve with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X spread. Okay, Libra, so let's go ahead and get into the X spread. I did want to show you 2 cards from this Love Oracle here. I was shuffling because I thought I might use it for you, and when I was shuffling, it's like the deck completely like exploded and only 2 cards were turned over, and it was these 2 right here. So let me show you what they are. We had Past Love and Control. So I mean, I felt like because it's past love, let me just put them here, that this is about exes. That's why I chose to show it to you in this spread. So for some of you, I mean, when I look at this card, I feel like you have a chance in the month of October of, you know, really kind of healing a past relationship, of really kind of putting things back together. You did have, in fact, it's right here, you had the Judgment card as the main energy from the first spread. This is a card of exes. This is a card of relationships coming back to life. So I do feel like you have a chance to heal a past love. But some of you may need to be open because you have control here. So it could be that maybe you need to know you need to kind of leave this up to the universe of, you know, how you're going to get back together and the timing and all of that. You don't want to kind of control too much or put too much effort into how things are going to work out. But I do feel like there's a chance to heal a relationship. And you did have the Three of Swords, actually. The Three of Swords was a repeat card in the first spread. So some of you have, maybe you have a recent ex where you just broke up. There is a chance to heal that. But you can't try to kind of control the situation. Like, this person's going to come around when they're ready. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Let's see what messages you get from this deck. Libra and their ex for the month of October 2019. 9 of Pentacles. Libra and their ex for October. Of the Tower, which, yeah, I had this card in the first spread. Libra and their ex for October. 4 of Swords. Libra and their ex for October. Queen of Swords, Libra and their ex for October. The 7 of Pentacles in the same spot as the first spread, which is pretty interesting. Libra and their ex for October. The Wheel. Libra and their ex for October. 10 of Wands. Libra and their ex for October. 5 of Wands, which was also in the first spread. It was in the confirmation deck. Libra and their ex for October. And the Page of Swords. Okay, so I mean, I feel because it's kind of really strange. If you go back and watch the first spread that I did for you, you had the 7 of Pentacles right in the center of the reading as well. So that, I mean, this is truly an eye-opening message for you, that when it comes to your ex, you're going to be considering, it could be you or it could be them, depending on who wants who back the most. Someone's going to be trying to decide, should I or shouldn't I? And with the 7 of Pentacles, you're being very, very careful. Maybe because, you know, there was a lot of heartache. You did have the 3 of Swords 2 times. I just see, you know, a lot of thinking here. A lot of, you know, should I or shouldn't I? This is someone who's proceeding with caution because things are changing. You have the Wheel here. Things can change with you and your ex here. This is a positive change. This is a card of destiny. And this is all with your energy here, the Queen of Swords. So let's look at the first row as well. 9 of Pentacles, the Tower, and the 4 of Swords. So I mean, the 9 of Pentacles, this is a card of independence, somebody who wants to be free. It sometimes can represent a really strong female, but it can also apply to a male. This is someone who just wants their freedom. So, you know, it could be that maybe your ex pulled away from you because they wanted their freedom. They needed some time alone. The 4 of Swords is that energy of like, I need some time away from you. I need some time to myself. It could be that this person is done being, you know, being alone. Maybe they didn't like being on their own. Maybe they needed space from you. Maybe they asked for space. But that has suddenly changed. I mean, the Tower is like everything changes so quickly overnight. They wanted away from you. They wanted, you know, maybe to be with somebody else, or they just needed to be alone, which ties in with the 9 of Pentacles. That has changed dramatically. And that could be why I see you kind of wondering, like, should I let this person back in or not? Like, someone is being very, very careful here. because, you know, there is movement around your ex. You know, they're also, I mean, you have the Ten of Wands, so it could be that for some of you, like, this has happened before, because the Ten of Wands is like someone feeling really fed up and really burnt out. It could be that maybe you're burnt out, you know, dealing with this person because they keep breaking up with you and then get back together and then they do it again. It's that kind of energy with the Ten of Wands where you feel like, I don't know if I can do this or keep doing this. It's actually next to the Five of Wands, which was a repeat card because it came up in the first spread. The Five of Wands, I mean, this is pettiness, true pettiness, conflict, kind of nitpicking. You're very different. And you have this all down here with the Page of Swords. I mean, the Page of Swords is communication. Someone really speaking their truth. It could be that you're connecting with your ex and you know they want you back. But at the same time, you're kind of telling them the truth here. Like, I've given you so many chances and you end up messing up every single time. Or you could be telling them the truth that, you know, I'm so tired of letting you back into my life. I'm so tired of you doing the same thing. I just feel like somebody here has like pushed you away. And now suddenly they have changed their tune here. They want you back and you're being very, very cautious here. Okay, let's get a few more cards. Let's see what else comes up for you. Libra and their ex for October. The Magician, Libra and their ex for October. The Three of Pentacles, which came up in the first spread. Libra and their ex, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I mean, you're being told here, this is your call. I mean, I feel like if you really, really want your ex back, and most of you do because you're watching this reading, it's going to be your call. You have the Magician, which is all about manifestation. You have the power to make things work with your ex if that's what you truly want. Just know that it's going to take a lot of effort. And that's a strong message because this card was in the first spread, if you go back and watch. It's going to take a lot of time and effort of working together. And of course, I mean, you have the Nightmare card here, which means that you could be doing a lot of worrying. I feel like you're worrying about letting them back in. Not that you're worrying if you let them back in. I feel like you're agonizing, like, should I let this person back in? That's what you're doing right here. Like, you know, they've done this before. They always kind of do the same thing to me. You could be imagining the worst with the Nine of Swords, where you could be feeling like if I let them back in, we're going to break up again. They're going to repeat the same mistakes. That's what I see here with the Ten of Wands. Feeling burnt out. Like, every time I give this person a chance, they always kind of end up doing the same thing to me. But again, you do have the Wheel, which means that there is a positive change here. This is things shifting. Okay, let's get a few more cards from the confirmation deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Libra about their ex for October? Queen of Wands. What other messages are there for the sign of Libra about their ex for October? Ace of Pentacles. Libra and their ex for October. And the Queen of Cups. So it's interesting because you did have, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you did have a fire sign in the first spread. I'm looking through the cards here. And yeah, I mean, it could even have been the first card. I think actually it was the second card. So for some of you, there's a fire sign. I mean, this could be your ex, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Male or female, sun, moon, or rising, or it can be you if you have a moon or rising and a fire sign. Because you actually also have the Queen of Cups, which is a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Male or female, sun, moon, or rising. Again, this one of these can be you. Either this one or this one if you have a moon or rising and a water sign or a fire sign. There is a new beginning. There is a very unexpected new beginning here. So this ties in with the Tower. Some of you, again, it could be that your ex wanted space. Your ex said goodbye. I'm done. I'm moving on. And then suddenly they have changed their mind. Which, I mean, I feel like this comes up over and over in all of my readings. But that's what I see here. Like somebody, I mean, the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This is somebody that wants their freedom. This is somebody that wants to be single. And like kind of pushed you away. You know, kind of, I need some space. And suddenly, like, all that has changed. Like, they're coming around and, you know, they want to talk and, you know, they want to talk about their feelings. But I feel like, you know, here, like, somebody really needs to speak their truth. Like, somebody really needs to be kind of really open. Again, if you're fed up with this person, because I see that here, or you feel really burnt out from, you know, everything that you've been through, because I see a struggle here with the Five of Wands. There is a struggle. There's a lot of fighting, misunderstandings. You can manifest a new beginning with your ex here. You can manifest that, but it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of time working together. And I feel like you have to really overcome this. A lot of worrying and anxiety as far as like what's going to happen next. Because that's actually going to be completely up to you with the Magician being here. Okay, Libra, this has been your love reading for October 2019. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.